Hey family, welcome to the Hub. Ooh-wee. So today, hey, is just a few more days before you can finish getting your tickets for Wanted Woman Live. So we decided to keep the ticket box open just a little bit longer for our ladies to be able to cop their tickets for this year's Wanted Woman Live. This is our annual event in an amazing oasis in sunny South Florida. I just did the pre-con today, met with all the heads. They are so excited to see all of you. Well, you have been prepared for, you have been planned for, you have been prayed for. This is going to be an amazing event, rain or shine. And the only thing that's missing is you. Tickets are still reasonable to fly in to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, October 4th through the 6th. You want to fly in on the 3rd, fly out on the 6th after 1. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be amazing. So go to wantedwomanlive.com and then the code ACTION. So today I want to talk about friendship. You often hear people talking about, family and work, family and business, family, but friends, somehow nobody ever really leans into. And I was listening to something by Simon Sinek today, world-renowned thought leader, and he was just talking about, there's power in being a friend who can not offer help, but ask for help. He says that too often we are selfish because we're suffering. Well, my addition is that we're suffering in silence and not sharing what we're going through because we're too worried that someone else is too busy or they can't do it. So we predict their answer versus asking for the help. So are you allowing individuals to be a friend to you? I've been talking about this on multiple shows, the Karen Hunter show on NBC, around this epidemic of loneliness. And the fact is that many people choose to be alone and therefore also choose to be lonely because they're not leaning into their relationships. So here's the thing, trust is the foundation. And I have a couple notes here. So Simon Sinek often says that trust is built in drops and lost in buckets. So this idea is gold when thinking about friendships, right? So every small moment, whether it's checking in on a friend or being there for tough times, builds trust. Real friendships grow when consistent, not just when it's convenient. I want that to sink in. Have you been more of a convenient friend or a consistent friend? And I know for some of you, you could end up being a little resentful, right? So I am that friend with a certain few people where I'm always the person calling to check in. They ain't calling me. They're not calling me. But I've come to a place where I am no longer offended by it. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong and there's nothing missing. Stuff is just happening in their life. And when I start to realize that, I no longer take offense to not them equally reaching out the same amount of times. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does, right? Vulnerability. Vulnerability is the birthplace of trust. Can you trust someone with information that you tell them about yourself that you might be a little bit scared? But that's what creates the real connection, being able to let down our walls and show our authentic selves. Being able to open up about what you're going through in real life, in real time, not just what you've been through. Here's the thing, friendships need work too. So just like your love life needs work, just like your work life needs work, your friend life needs work. You can't just put it in a pot and leave it there and pretend like the fire isn't going to make it bubble over, right? So I invite you to start to think about maybe 5 people in your life that you want to stay connected with and reach out to those people once a week and see what that does for you. See what it does. I know you can't always be there present in their lives physically, But what could it be to just call in? What can it be to just send a text? What can it be to send a voice note to say, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? And genuinely care and genuinely follow up. What does that look like? Hmm? That's my invitation to you. Community starts with you. So you can no longer complain about being lonely and alone and not lean in. I invite you to start to allow yourself to lean in to your friendships. And if you're like, you know what, there's no one out here for me, listen, join our community. Our community is filled with women who have friends already or just want to gain new friends as well, right? We have an amazing community where we support women, women supporting each other in their journey. You don't have to do this alone. All right. Just some things for you to think of. Friendships evolve. Some people you do have to leave behind, and new friendships can start. I remember after the pandemic, I thought to myself, no new friends. But since then, I have met amazing people, and that would have never happened without me opening up my heart again to be vulnerable, to trust, and to connect. All right, sis. In the meantime, in between time, keep loving, keep laughing, keep living. I'll see you at Wanted Woman Live.